Hey everyone, welcome back to day two. So, didn't catch anything big today. Had a handful of, little ones. Nothing over 210, I think I weighed today. Just on my personal scale, I didn't run down. It was a tough bite. If you followed the leaderboard today, the weights were down there for a little bit. And not as many guys moving around the lake today. So I'm thinking everybody was in tough for the most part. I mean, obviously guys found them, but from what I saw, guys were in tough and, not a lot of movement happening, just kind of hanging out and whatnot. And interesting enough, I spent the better part of the morning fishing shallow, and that's where I caught the big one yesterday. And, I wasn't really getting any bites, wasn't seeing any movement, nothing like that. And so anyways, I this one spot, I ended up moving out off the bank a little bit, and, still nothing. And, I was 23 feet of water and nothing. And ended up moving out a little bit more just to see, and it was just by coincidence. And, there was a ledge, and comes up shallow, and then 20, 30, and then it rolls into 40 some feet of water, and then it rolls right off into like 85 feet. And strangely enough, all week I've been marking fish sitting in the 30-foot range, and they were sitting suspended around 22, 27 feet. And today, for whatever reason, they seem to have moved out deeper. They were in, right on that 40-foot drop, and they were right out from the bank. So, I mean, your bank's like this, and I mean, they were sitting out suspended off the bank. And, they could be stripers, don't get me wrong. They could very well be stripers. But I have a good feeling that they're bass. And I moved back into a few creeks this afternoon. Surface temp of the water was pushing 63, 64 degrees. Thinking, okay, they're going to start moving up here shortly, right? They're going to be getting into position at least. Not the case. I found one, whether or not he was sitting on a bed or not, or getting ready to make a bed. I got him 3 times, basically. I saw him, and I kept flipping to him, and he was by himself. And the first time, I thought he had the entire lure, and he only had the end of it. So he spit that right away. And then I guess I aggravated him enough. He finally took it the second time, and I waited a little bit longer. But my drag wasn't set right, and I went to go set the hook, and I don't know really what happened. I think he just opened his mouth and let it go. So I thought after that, no chance of me catching them again. So I moved up off the other side, came back down, swapped out colors, and I think the second cast in, he went for it right away. And I finally got him in the boat, and that was, he looked bigger in the water. He was only 2 pounds, 10 ounces. So decent little fish, and it impressed me that he came back and bit 3 times. So that tells me that, instinct is saying that we're guarding, or we're getting ready to make a nest. So anyways, no such luck there today. And back to my point of being back in this bay, there were splashes and whatnot, but I couldn't locate any fish. A bunch of bluegill and everything back in those bays. Caught a handful of them. But again, coming out of the bay, it was running 8 feet, 16 feet, and then, rolling back off to 20 between 2 points. And, stacked up like cordwood. And I tried casting to them today. I threw, whatever I could basically to get down to their depth and try to call them up, and no avail whatsoever. So I don't know. I do know that the next week or so down here is going to explode. There's going to be some really good fishing happening. Why the fish aren't up shallow right now, and why they're hanging out, if that is indeed them so deep, I have no idea. None at all. And again, today's Saturday, right? So it's the weekend, and man, is there a pile of boats on Smith Mountain Lake. Just a pile. Like, stupid. So, if anybody watches this video that's from the Peterborough area, Peterborough, Ontario, Canada, you know, Shamong and Pigeon Lake and the three lakes that are all attached together. We fished a tournament down there last July, and let me tell you, I've never seen anything like it. It's like everybody down there had a boat, and everybody was out that day because, my God, the sandbar that I was actually hoping to go fish, you know, one afternoon, we came back to it, and it was a party area. It was just a whole bunch of boats all stacked up, music blaring, and everybody having a good time. So, anyways, that's kind of the way it was down here today. When we got here on Sunday, we saw it, and we didn't know what to expect, and let me tell you, there are a pile of boats out here. Just the noise in itself. I mean, we're staying at a house here right on the lake, and I think they started running this morning like 4:45. You heard boats going up the lake, and you get up, you look out the window, and all these bass boats are going out to their spots, right? So first cast is at 6:15, but you're free for all at that point prior to get to your spot. So yeah, I would not want to live on Smith Mountain Lake. Let's just put it that way. Like right on the lake, the noise of the boats is horrendous. That's all you hear from sun up to sundown is just boats. I pity the fish. I really do. But, you know, just listening to that moan and drone of engines all day long, it's unreal. I mean, as far as I'm concerned down here, nobody's worried about fuel prices. I mean, they can cry and whine about it all they want, but from what I see down here, these guys are running some pretty expensive hardware that guzzle a lot of gas, and nobody seems to care. I mean, you're paying $5 something a gallon at the pumps down here at the marinas every day, lineups at the marinas. So that being said, I don't think anybody's really that concerned about gas down here. So at least on this lake. So anyways, a little bit of a side info session there, but yeah, didn't weigh any fish today. So my game plan for tomorrow, as I mentioned after practice there, what I was thinking about doing, I'm going to go out and fish tomorrow. I'm, you know, going to be out there for first cast. I got a little area that I'm going to go check it out, and I'm going to fish it for, I don't know, 2 or 3 hours. And if I get nothing by that time, you know, 9:15, 9:30, I got to call it a day. So not that I don't want to fish, but I mean, the odds at that point for me, because of the way I fish, kind of start dropping at every hour at that point. So it's no real benefit to me, I guess, to stay out and fish that long. The guys that I'm with are going to stay out and do their thing. But like I mentioned, I got to get back. I got to get my boat loaded, wrapped, and prepped to haul Monday. And then, you know, tomorrow afternoon, Sunday, so I got some meetings and everything else, video chats and whatever to look after Sunday afternoon. And I'm going to be pretty busy with that. And then I also have to get the other guy's boat wrapped up and packed up, ready to roll out of here too. And then we got dinner to look after and everything else. So anyways, that's Sunday in a nutshell. So yes, I am going to fish. How do I feel that, you know, halfway through the tournament now? We're over halfway through the tournament. How do I feel about Smith Mountain Lake? It's tough. The lake has kicked my ass. Even though I got that nice fish yesterday, it has been a grind all week. No joke. I would almost rather go and fish Lake Norman right now than to fish Smith Mountain Lake. So, jury's still out on whether or not I would come back to this lake for another tournament. I have no clue. Buddy of mine back home that fishes with me, he was on my case about it. They're all already this morning with a text. So, but yeah, I really don't know. I don't know if I would do this trip again and fish this tournament. It was neat. It's a cool experience. You know, it's a beautiful area down here, and I'm sure Virginia has more to offer than just Smith Mountain Lake. And but this is all I've seen, and I've seen a good portion of this lake, and let me tell you, it is tough fishing. And you know, I've watched some videos of some of the guys from BFL and, you know, the pros and stuff like that, and you know, I can somewhat, you know, sympathize with them whenever, you know, they're on their channel and saying, you know, they don't even know why they come to Smith Mountain Lake because they always get their ass handed to them. So, you know, they have a tough job. Don't let them, you know, tell you otherwise, basically, and they know it. I mean, you know, fishing professionally is, it's tough. So, and whenever you start putting lakes like this together, yeah, it probably makes you question a lot of what you're doing in life. So, anyways, you know, it was a good experience. So not knocking that, but I'm gonna have to do some serious thinking and reconsideration before I consider coming back to Smith Mountain Lake, I think. So, anyways, that's it for tonight, guys. I don't want to drag this out too long for you, so I will do a day 3 update tomorrow and put that out at some point, just to let you know how those hours go. But you know, hey, hopefully maybe I get one tomorrow. That'd be awesome, and that could change my whole day. But anyways, that's where we stand for tonight. So again, thanks for watching, and check in tomorrow, and we'll give you a total tournament rundown and give you an update on day 3 on how everything looked. So anyways, have a good evening, and thanks for watching.